So we're now going to look at Chapter 5, which is Job Opportunities in Health and Social Care. And the aims and objectives of Chapter 5 are by the end of the session, you will understand terms and conditions of employment within health and social care and be able to plan how to start work within health and social care. So the first task for this chapter, you need to read the 4 job adverts which you will find located in Chapter 5 folder. There are 4, as said, so job number 1 is a support worker, job number 2 is a care assistant, job number 3 is a support worker, mental health, and job number 4 is residential support worker, children and young adult homes. So once you've looked at the adverts, you need to have a look and compare the jobs, and then you need to describe the qualifications, experience needed for the role, the working patterns of the role, the rate of pay, and any of the benefits to working for the company. You will see on page 39 there is a table. So in your workbooks you need to open and look at page 39 and you'll see the table has the headings, as we've just said, the qualifications, working pattern, pay and benefits, and each job number along down the side. So like for example, job number 1, what qualifications and experience do you need to do that role? What's the working pattern? Is it shift work? Is it nights, evenings? What's the rate of pay? And are there any benefits? Are you entitled to a pension? Any benefits that they offer within that particular job role. So you need to do that for all 4 job roles. And here is an example of the table that you do have in your workbook. So now you need to look at page 40. And there's 2 tasks on page 40, and the first one is asking you to identify career and course options that you may wish to do in the future. Now I've given some examples, and obviously this is personal to you, it's personal to the individual. You're nearing the end of your health and social care course now, so you've learned new things, you've recapped some things you might already know. So this is, you may be thinking about what you're going to be doing next. So for example, on here, you might want to go to college to do health and social care level 2. You might want to go to university eventually to study nursing or another health care related course. Perhaps you'd like to try something different. So again, this is personal to you. So take some time to think about, as I say, you might already be thinking about this. There's space there. There's 3 different boxes on there. So make sure you think about it and give some examples of what you want to do for your future. So the next part of the question on page 40 is to identify what career you would like to pursue. So in your answer, show what steps you will need to do to achieve this. So you thought about previously about courses and college. So you're going to look at your career. What's your career choice? Have a look what you need to do that career. Like we said before about study nursing. Find out how can you study nursing. What would you need to do that? What courses would you need to start to do that? Can you do on-the-job training? Any external training? Do you need experience and skills? You might want to do some voluntary work to get some experience. Sometimes that's great to get a foot in the door also. But just explore your career options and what you would need to do that. And the final question, which is on page 41, is asking you to identify a short-term goal that will help you to achieve the career you want and describe how you will achieve it. So identify a sensible time frame when you wish to have your goal completed, and identify any resources you may need to complete your goal. You need to do this by describing using 2 to 3 sentences. I've put an example here of the box which you've got in your workbook. What is it you want to achieve? How are you going to achieve it? What resources do you need to achieve it? And when will you achieve it? Now, obviously, in the situation we're in at the moment with the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, colleges, things like that, they're not all open. So, it might be difficult currently, but you still can be thinking about it. You know, if you do want to do a college course, usually these courses may start, usually the academics start in September, so that might be something that you want to look into. But you know, make it realistic. Think about what you want to do. Like we talked before about some voluntary. So it might be that you want to do some voluntary work for a short time. So again, think about how you might do that and what resources you would need to do that. So you've come to the end of the chapter, and now you've finished the chapter. So we're just going to go over the aims and objectives again. So you should have an understanding of the terms and conditions of employment with health and social care, and you should be able to plan how to start work within the health and social care also.